Hi everyone, how are you today? Today I'm so excited to share with you something very interesting. Okay, I believe there's a lot of people heard about Facebook. How about Facebook Pixel? For those who are using Facebook Pixel to do ads, right? I understand there will be a lot of issue. Some of them will find that it's very difficult for them to use it. Some of them will find it easy. Those are called guru. Okay, but how many guru do we have in the world, right? So, in order to simplify the whole process, let me tell you something is going to be very huge. This is called Builderall Pixel. Yes, never heard of it, right? This is because it is new, brand new. Okay, let my friend share with you how this Builderall Pixel works. Okay, I'm sure you will really feel excited. I'm the certified partners of Builderall as well as ambassador. So without further ado, let's get started.
And I'm gonna put on mute. It's you.
Okay, so let me just go over what the tool is, because you said it in the beginning of the meeting, so there might be people who don't know exactly what it is for. But basically, working in Builderall with my dad and meeting a lot of people, one of the things that we noticed is that a lot of people have difficulties with creating events and doing retargeting on Facebook ads. So the question is, like, why would you create events and track actions on different funnels, different websites? Well, one of the main reasons is because you want to be able to see what your potential customers are doing on your funnels. What is working best? What is not working? Where are they clicking? Where are they going? You want to see what is working best on your funnel. So that's one of the reasons we use events on Facebook. Another reason is, for example, let's say you have a funnel and you create different events for different pages and different actions. So what you can do on Facebook is you can tell Facebook, for example, listen, I want to run another Facebook ads for everyone who accessed my main page, my landing page, but I want to exclude everyone who clicked on this button and accessed this page right here. So that's one of the things that you can do when it comes to retargeting. So that's why it's good for us to have events and track everything that is happening on our funnel, because we can have a better understanding of everything that's happening, and we can have better retargeting options, and we can do better split testing. If a funnel is not working, we can see what's not working and then make a funnel better based on the things that are working on the funnel. So that's why we use events. The reason most people don't use it is because it's a little bit difficult to go on Facebook and then install the pixel and then create different events for different buttons, different actions. It's something very advanced. So what we were able to do on Builderall is get all of that information and give it to you guys, for you guys to create the events without using any line of code, without having to install the pixel. The only thing that you're going to need, and this is awesome because I've never seen any other tool do this, is you only need your pixel ID. You're going to put the pixel ID on your website. And with the pixel ID on your website, you're going to be able to track everything inside Cheetah. And Cheetah is going to work directly with Facebook, with the system. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. First, I'm going to show you guys what I did. This is a tool that I tested yesterday. So let me go to my website. So I tested with this website right here. I created just a ebook website right here. I put a pop-up or a timer and 2 buttons, right? So what you can do is, let's say you're promoting this funnel right here. You can, based on the events, see which button most people are clicking, right? If you want to find out whether people like a digital magazine better than a physical magazine, you can use the events to figure that out. You can also use the events to see if people are waiting until the timer goes down, or basically you can use events on any element that has an action to it. So as long as an element in the Cheetah Builder has an action, you can track that action on Facebook. If we go over here to the pixel, we can see that it has a page view. And when we click on, okay, I was redirected when the timer went down. So let me go back to the website. So when we click on a button and we go back to this page right here, we can see using the pixel helper that an event was detected. See, we can see now on Facebook that our digital magazine button was detected. And if we go to Facebook, we can go to the event manager and we can see all the events right there. So let me show you an example. Just waiting for it to load. Oh, by the way, if you want to do this, you go to business.facebook.com, you create an account, go to business tools and go to events. And here you can see, for example, I had 58 people who accessed my funnel. And of the 58 people, I had 10 people clicking on the physical magazine button. So people tend to like the physical magazine better than the digital magazine. That's just an example. I was the one who was clicking on the button. Now, how do you do this? Well, it's very simple. You need a pixel. So if you want to create a pixel, you can use a pixel that you already have, or you can use a brand new pixel. Either way, you go to the events manager and you have to find your pixel ID. So if you don't have a pixel, the first thing that you have to do is create a brand new pixel and look for over here, the settings, and get your pixel ID. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ad account over here, and I'm going to create it from scratch so you guys can see how it works. So, okay, I'm waiting for it to load. Facebook is a little bit slower today. So again, you go to business tools, events manager, you create a pixel. As soon as you create the pixel, you're not going to have any events there. So I have over here just 3 events. I'm going to be creating the other events so you guys can see how easy it is to do it. You go to your settings and you get your pixel ID. Very simple. You go back to Cheetah Builder. Let me close these. I duplicated the website. It's the same website, but it doesn't have any events. So when editing your website, the first thing you want to do is get your pixel code, go to script settings. When you scroll down, you're going to see over here pixel ID. So under pixel ID, you paste your pixel, okay? And you go and click on save. Let me minimize this. There we go. It's better. And guys, that's it. This is literally the only thing you have to do, right? You don't have to go back to Facebook and install different pixels on different pages. None of that work. It's that simple. Now you're gonna go, let me save it again. I always save it twice to make sure because sometimes I forget to save. You go back to your pages. And now check this out. This is how simple it is to do this. Whenever you add an element, you can add actions and you can track those actions into an element. So for example, let's say I want to track my, my timer and my 2 buttons right here. So what I have to do is click on the button, set the link, and it works with any action. It just doesn't work with auto tags and these tags right here. Besides that, it works with anything else. So let's say I want to redirect into a thank you page using the same tab. Over here, you're going to see execute pixel. So you click over here, you select Facebook, you give it a name, can be any name. This is, if I'm not wrong, this is the digital magazine button. So we're just going to call it digital button, right? And this is what you're going to be able to see on your events on Facebook. This name right here. You're going to save. Boom, that one is done. You do the same thing with the other button. And again, you can do this with any element as long as it has an action. We can do a pop-up, or we can do an anchor, a video. Whenever they click on that element and they execute that action, we're going to be able to see it on Facebook. So let me give you an example. We do a pop-up, execute pixel. We'll call this, we can call it pop-up, for example, pop-up button. And we're going to save. We can also do the same thing for the timer. We can set the link page. We'll send it to the thank you page. Let me just change the timer and make it a little bit longer. The 60 seconds is not that much. General settings. We'll do 1 minute and 59 seconds. Boom, that's better. Okay, again, we'll get the link. Execute pixel, Facebook, timer countdown. This is a good name. Give it a name. Boom, select and save. Okay, so we added 3 actions that we want to track on our opt-in page. Right, most people, they go to Facebook and the only thing they track is whether the person has access to the page. The difference now is we're tracking 3 different actions on the opt-in page. So not only we're going to be tracking the lead, we're going to be tracking the checkout, whether they purchased, but we can track different actions in each individual page to see what our users, what our potential customers were doing in individual pages of the funnel. Let me save that again, and let me republish the website. Leave, publish. Let's see. Can anybody tell me if you guys are still seeing my screen? Because my Zoom is not working that well.
Yep, we are.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, thank you. And we're gonna go to the page. And as you guys can see, we didn't go back to Facebook or anything like that. And from the Pixel Helper, you can see that we have a page view already. Okay, so guys, this is awesome because if you don't work with Facebook, you don't know how complicated it is to go and track everything and make sure everything's working. We just made it so much easier for you guys. This is awesome. And when we click on the button, and you can see right here, we're going to be redirected to the other page. But if we go back, you can see that the event was already activated. And the same thing happens if we click on this one. See? Now that event was also activated right here. If we go back to Facebook, right here, we go to overview. You're not going to be able to see the events right here instantly because it takes about 2 hours for them to show up. But if you go to test events, and I'm going to be putting in my web page right here. Let me copy this. Right here, we go to test the events, open website. Okay. Boom, it's already being processed. So if we go back again and we go through the same process, click over here, click over here. You give it a few seconds, you're gonna see that these actions were processed over here. And this is very cool because now you're letting Facebook know everything that is happening on your website. And now you're going to be able to just do way more with your funnels. You're going to be able to track way better your funnels. You're going to be able to tell Facebook, for example, let's do a remarketing campaign for everyone who clicked on the digital magazine instead of the physical magazine. Or you're going to be able to tell Facebook, let's run a remarketing campaign for everyone who clicked over here and scrolled all the way to the end of this page, or saw a pop-up, or saw a video to the end, or anything like that. So you're going to be able to tell Facebook everything that is happening on your website. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is awesome.
All right.